Don't have to have much of an imagination to understand that everything is historic, titanic, and unimaginable storm just ripped it to pieces.
President Joe Biden is now in Southwest Florida touring the devastated island towns from Hurricane Ian. And a new drone video shows a massive shrimp boat stacked like toys on the shore of what was a marina.
Just heartbreaking. More than 100 people have died in Florida from the monster storm.
And after a week since landfall, crews are still searching through the rubble. CBS reporter Christian Benavides is live on Fort Myers Beach, where President Biden just visited. Christian?
Andrew, Yolanda, both President Biden and Governor DeSantis putting aside politics today during this visit. Now, Mr. Biden said during the visit that recovery here is not going to take weeks or months, but years. President Biden and the First Lady got a bird's eye view of Florida's disaster zone Wednesday, seeing just how much destruction Hurricane Ian brought to the southwest coast. Fort Myers, once a beachfront paradise, now unrecognizable. Back on land, the president was briefed on the recovery and response efforts. Florida officials say statewide they've distributed more than 34 million bottles of water and more than 9 million shelf-stable meals. President Biden also met with residents and small business owners, pledging cooperation among all levels of government to help people.
We're thinking of you, and we're not leaving. We're not leaving until this gets done. I promise you that.
Republican Governor Ron DeSantis, a vocal critic of the Biden administration, has praised the ongoing cooperation that began even before the storm.
We were very fortunate to have good coordination with the White House and with FEMA from the very beginning of this.
We have very different political philosophies, but we work hand in glove.
Earlier, the governor announced the opening of a temporary bridge to Pine Island, cut off from the mainland since last week.
We wanted to make sure that they were not isolated or forced to even have to leave the island that they love.
Recovery centers and volunteers are providing supplies to struggling residents and encouraging others to get involved.
It's not what you have in your pockets. It is what you have in your heart.
FEMA's damage assessment is ongoing, but it could be one for the record books. We're also learning that residents are now being allowed back onto hard-hit Sanibel Island, but they're going to have to find their own way there. There is no way to get there by land. They'll have to get there by boat. Prior to today, there was a 24-hour curfew in effect on that island.
Well, Christian, when you look at the price tag of all of this damage, any idea if Ian has broken any records?
Well, this certainly could be one for the record books. Let me just sort of break down some of the data that has come in. According to one estimate, the cost of Hurricane Ian in the state of Florida alone could be between $60 to $70 billion. That estimate would put it at the costliest hurricane in the state's history and one of the costliest in U.S. history.
Oh, boy. All right. Thank you. Christian Benavides, CBS News, reporting live from Fort Myers Beach, Florida.